Forbes India and Indeed present Top 30 Talent Leaders of 2024.
I'm Suresh Ramachandra. I'm Global Head Talent Strategy with Quest Global. Been here with the last 18 months. Been a fantastic journey with Quest. I think I will go back to my formative days of college when I was completing graduation. There were a couple of folks in my society or the colony that we lived in. There were a lot of work that they would do, not only manage the factory personnel, but also take care of the families in case of emergency, also schooling, health, community development. And to me, this looked like a very wholesome and purposeful role in for a function to be in. And that got inspiring to me, and I pursued after that a master's in social work. And then, from then on, I've held multiple roles within HR, and right from the factory that I really lived up to in terms of looking at the factory roles to getting into the corporate, the IT side of it. And I think, my passion for people with strategic thinking really gives me the kick being in HR. And that's the journey that I have had. Yeah, so while I, played multiple roles, and I think I will peg myself from 2011, I had to make a big switch from being an entrepreneur myself into getting back into corporate. And I, when I joined back corporate after a stint being an entrepreneur, I chose to be a talent leader. And to me, it's like PUBG in the current form or Maze in the older form. And that's how finding talent and, retaining talent and engaging talent has been. It's never been a day where you will sit lull or boring, and I think that's the kind of wholesome that role provides. In 2011 onwards, I've played multiple roles and did some really great work, right from setting up center of excellences for employer branding, talent attraction, talent strategy, internal talent supply, competency development. So those has been my journey with multiple corporates that I've played with, and to me, I think this is a most satisfying role in the hindsight that I look at, because while I attract talent that enables the business growth for the company, but also retain talent from a competency and skill development, which means keep my employees happy and talented at the same time. And that's why it is very satisfying for me. And that's been a journey so far as a talent leader. So I think we have had, the last couple of years has been a learning for all of us within the industry, outside the industry. I think what's changed the pre-COVID, post-COVID, and during the COVID time is the changing business landscape. And to me, I think it's one which is evolving, one which is dynamic, and to cater to dynamic business needs remains the key focus for talent leaders. Because businesses are evolving and the landscape is changing very often. And today with the flux of AI, I think everything changes, and that's what we have to adapt into, bringing in AI as a technology to leverage the business growth. And that's what we're doing at Quest Global. We are creating a talent platform which is not only enabling the candidates, but also the internal employees to manage their skills gap, where the business needs more and where they themselves could grow in the future. And that's the current role that I play in terms of bridging those gaps and making sure that we build not only a strong employer and a value proposition, but an employee value proposition to the external world. So that's the role that I'm into currently, and I see that's how we are facing this current challenge within Quest Global. earlier it used to be post and pray, which means we post in all job boards and wait for applicants to come in. I think that's the outbound technology has shaped over a period of time. Today, we need to get into personalization, like the Amazons, the Ubers, and stuff like that. And that's what is the technology influencing into the current attraction or this. What I mean by that is, how do I reach those candidates? How do I engage those candidates? How do I attract those candidates? And to me, until I give them that personalization effect or the impact, they are not going to be attracted. Today, at a nudge of a button, they should be able to apply, or they should show their interest or inclination. And that's where AI is playing a great role. By not only giving opportunities for them, but helping them choose the best roles that fit or suit them the most. One is that then you have multiple AI with chatbot engagements happening, pre-candidate onboarding, post-candidate onboarding. I think everywhere we are seeing a Gen AI which is intuitive, which is inclusive to me. Creating those engagement with this candidates. So I think that technology will play a great role in the coming years, and I think this will be a great add-on or an addition to our current, ways of working, I would say. I was greatly influenced by somebody whom I work very closely with. Even now, I continue looking up to him as a mentor. And I always felt that he had his mantra of successful leadership is about influence and not authority. And to me, I think I imbibe a lot of qualities from that, which is how do I influence a change management? How do I influence a process change or a people change? Because technology adoption is all about people and process change. And to me, I think I've learned a lot from him, and that's what I'm kind of influencing and practicing in the current. Like in my current team, right? We have shifted from the earlier RMG, resource management function, or a recruiter profile itself. We're changing the personas in their behaviors. They are now no more recruiters, but talent advisor. They are going with data, discussing business solutions with the business. And to me, resource management is not about bench alone. It is about how do I keep my readiness of an organization, the talent pool and the talent marketplace. That's what we're creating within the organization. To me, those are, contributed a positive change in the talent management. And that's how I look at, myself in that role. How do I influence and change and bring those change management? I always have a whole lot of students come up to me, and I kind of engage with them and give my piece of advice. But top of it would be, learn and build your skill set. Get a great networking, be active in your network. And the biggest thing is today is adapt to the technology, embrace the technology that is there, and and find something which you are good at, something which you are passionate about. And that's what I would advise the youngsters, for those ones who are pursuing the career in HR.
Forbes India and Indeed present Top 30 Talent Leaders of 2024.